What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a short overview of one of my favorite options for the newest meta defender in Marvel Contest of Champions, Arnim Zola. So I love Zola on attack, but Zola is also a very good defender. And if you're not careful, Zola will cause you some serious problems. But there are great options for him already existing in the game, and one of them is Superior Iron Man. So if you haven't seen Seaton's video on how to fight Arnim Zola, I highly recommend you check that out to get a basis of like the proper things to do, the mechanics of the fight, how to actually fight Zola as a character. But once you've watched that, if you're looking for another option outside of the options that Seaton had already mentioned, Superior Iron Man is fantastic. So, one of the biggest reasons, probably the biggest reason why Superior Iron Man is amazing for Zola, is he has access to this instinct buff. So, Superior Iron Man's heavy attack gives him this buff called Instinct. And what Instinct does, it allows champions to parry non-contact attacks. Now, Arnim Zola's first medium and first light attack are non-contact. So, with this buff, Superior Iron Man can just freely parry Zola without having to worry about going for a sort of reparry or trying to heavy counter him. He can just parry him absolutely fine because he has the instinct buff. Additionally, because you have that instinct buff and you can parry, you can get your easy knockdowns against Zola with your heavy attack and make sure those ESP charges stay at a very low level. So obviously there's the special damage cap and the damage cap in general that Zola has, but once you have that armor break on Zola, you're going to be hitting so ridiculously hard that the damage cap is going to be irrelevant. So that was Arnim Zola right there. That was essentially an equivalent matchup of like what it would look like in Battlegrounds. I only got hit one time there because I missed the special 1 dex, but I was getting it all of the other times, and even getting clipped by the special 1, the regen kept me topped up super high. I finished that fight with 98% health, and it would have been higher if the fight would have gone on longer because I had that regen buff as one of my superior buffs. So I want to show you that fight one more time, just from beginning to end here. We get the instinct buff. We go for a reparry at the start, right? So we need to land an initial reparry from a blocked combo. That's the biggest thing for Superior Iron Man. If you're not just throwing a heavy into the air, which I don't recommend, you need to land a reparry in order to gain your instinct buff. Now that you have the instinct buff, again, you can just parry him freely, go for your heavy attack to reduce the amount of ESP charges he has, and as long as you're landing your medium ending combos and you're going for some light intercepts or light ending combos in between, you're kind of mixing and matching, you're going to build up a nice handful of superior buffs, and you get that big armor break on Zola. And even though he has that damage cap, reducing damage to 10% per hit, if you're dealing 10% per hit, you're dealing half of his health in a combo, or 30% of his health in a single combo. So it doesn't matter. And like I said, we had those superior regen buffs. They were topping us up. If the fight would have gone on even longer, the regen buffs would have healed me all the way back to full. So that's all I wanted to show off in this video. A quick little showcase of why Superior Iron Man is amazing for Arnim Zola. If you happen to have a Superior Iron Man like myself, he is going to be one of your best options for Zola. Obviously, there are other great options like Kate Bishop, who I think is one of the best, and also champions like Deathless Thanos, and any other character that can heavy chain within a combo, easy access to that heavy knockdown, they're going to do great as well. I just wanted to show off maybe an underrated, yet shouldn't really be underrated option for Zola, but I don't see a lot of hubba about Superior Iron Man anymore, and I'm a huge fan. I'm a massive fan of this buff, so I wanted to make sure he was getting his time in the spotlight as the other characters are right now with their potential against Zola. So if you like this video, and I really hope that you did, please consider hitting that like button and also hitting subscribe. Both of those things are incredibly helpful for the channel, and it gets the word out there that I'm making content that people are enjoying. Thank you very much again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.